Hey, what is up guys? Welcome back to another video, and in this video we are going to be continuing on with our Swift programming tutorial series, and in this particular tutorial we are going to be taking a look at operators in Swift. Now, for this particular video we are going to be taking a look at the arithmetic operators, and we're going to take a look at the comparison operators, as well as the logical operators. So there's quite a few operators to cover. So let's get started. Let's go ahead and go into Xcode. I'm going to get rid of all of that from our string interpolation video. All right. So, the first one that we're going to take a look at is the addition operator, the plus operator. And what does the addition operator do? Well, it can do a few things. Primary among them is that it's used to add two numbers together. And how does that work? Well, if we say var a equals 10, var b equals, let's say, 12, var c is equal to a plus b, and we print c. Go ahead and save your code and run it. You can see we get 22 printed out to the console, because 10 plus 12 is 22. All right. However, you can also, let's see. All right. You can also do, let's say, var first name equals John, var last name equals Doe, like that. Var full name equals first name plus a space plus last name. And then we can print full name. Now let's go ahead and do our save and then run the code again. We get build succeeded, and you can see John Doe printed to our console. Now, of course, when we are using the plus symbol to do what we just did with strings, this is called concatenation. So we're concatenating two strings together, but generally you don't want to do this. This is why string interpolation exists. This is why I covered string interpolation before. So don't do this with strings. Use string interpolation instead, but you still can do this if you absolutely have to for whatever reason. All right. So let's get rid of that. Now let's take a look at the minus operator. And this is used for subtracting numbers. So let's say we have var b or var a equals 10 and var b equals, let's say, 30. We can say var c equals b minus a, and then we can print c, but you can also say c equals a minus b and print c again. We can save this, and now we have a build error. Ah. All right. Ah. There. There we go. Let's save that and run that. Still a failed build. Okay. Let's take a look here. Alright, let's try that again here. My screen reader is being uncooperative. Okay. Alright. Okay. Let's just delete everything and we'll do this again. So var a equals 10, var b equals 30, and we can do print b minus a, and we can also do print a minus b. Then let's go ahead and save that and run it. There we go. So you can see that the minus, just like the plus will, keep in mind, it works with negative numbers because integers can be negative numbers. Now you can also do minus operations with doubles and floats. So let's look at that. All right. So let's say we change 30 to be 3.5, and we keep a equal to 10. Well, if we save it and we try to run it, you can see we get a build failed. Now, why is this? Well, the reason why this is because both operands, so both sides of the operator, have to be the same type. So if we want to subtract a from b or b from a, one of them has to be an int, while the other one is also an int, or both have to be doubles or floats or whatever, right? So if we change var a from 10 to, let's say, 10.45, and we save it now, and we run it, it succeeds. And we get the result of our subtraction there. And this also works with floats. So let's change the type to be float. colon float, like that. Go ahead and save it, run it again, and build was succeeded. So, pretty simple stuff so far. We've also now, the next thing we're going to take a look at is the multiplication symbol, which is an asterisk. So let's say we want to multiply these two floats together. Well, we can go ahead, and I'm going to get rid of that here. Okay. Let's say instead of a minus b, or b minus a, we have b times a. Go ahead and save that and run it. You can see the build succeeded, and now we have our product. All right, we have the product of the two values. Let's change these back to integers. So let's say get rid of that, and we'll say okay. So now we have now we have b is 3 and a is 10. Go ahead and save that. And there we have our build succeeded. So now we get printed out to the console 30, because 10 times 3 is 30. Okay? Pretty simple stuff so far. Now, what we can also do here is, let's create a var c, and we'll call this a double equals, we'll say a/3. Now, what is this slash? Well, this slash is a divided by sign. That's how you do division. And here we can say print C, like that. Go ahead and save that and run it. Now you can see we have build failed again. Now the reason why we have this is, let's see here, is that going to work? No? So the reason, if my screen reader will not go to the error, but the reason why it won't do this is because both operands are integers. So even if the quotient of the two values are a double, because they're integers, it's not going to let you do it. These have to be converted to doubles first, which we'll take a look at when we look at typecasting. But for now, let's change these from ints to doubles, right? All right, and double like that. All right, now let's try to run it. And we get build succeeded because everything here is now a double. A, B, and C are all doubles. And we get a successful build. So that has been the plus, minus, multiplication, and division But there's one more arithmetic operator we need to take a look at. And that is the modulus operator. Now, the modulus operator is a percent sign. And what the modulus does is it basically allows you to get the remainder of division, right? So let's say we have var a equals, let's say 4. And we can say var b equals 3. And we can say var c equals a modulus b. Now, what will this do? Well, when we save it and we run our code, you can see we get 1. And why is that? Well, that's because 3 goes into 4 once, but you get 1 left over. Now, let's go ahead and change this 3 then, or rather change 4. Let's say to, let's change it to 30 and change b to, let's say, 7. Let's run it, and build succeeded again. Now, when we go and run our code, then 7 goes into 30 4 times, which gets you 28, but then the remainder is 2. So we get 2 printed to the console. Right? So that's the modulus. Next, we're going to take a look at the we're actually going to save the logical operators and the logical operators and the conditional operators, the comparison operators, that kind of stuff, for the next video, because this video is getting long enough as it is. In the next video, we're going to take a look at conditionals. So that would be the perfect opportunity to take a look at the logical and the relational operators. So thank you all so very much for watching, and we'll see you all in the next one.